Lulanich,
Here.
Nocera,
Here.
Rautenstrau,
Here.
Mylum,
Here.
Cook.
Here. Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag. If you can remain standing. Just like to center ourselves. I have a moment of silent prayer and reflection. We have a lot to be thankful for today as we're honoring our Veteran of the Month, Mr. Herman Sparks. And we're saying farewell to Chief Strasburg. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, bid openings, as per your agenda. Common Council is not going into executive session. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to the mayor for his presentation of the Veteran of the Month.
Thank you, Madam President. We'd like to honor today Herman Sparks. Born and raised in the city of Tonawanda, Herman served as an active duty in the U.S. Navy from 1950 to 1954 aboard the USS Richard B. Anderson destroyer during the Korean War. The Class 3 boiler operator, he was responsible for high-pressure boilers on that ship and was known as a tin can sailor. Tin can sailor in the term back then was used to refer a sailor on a destroyer. During his naval time, Herman Sparks was awarded the following medals of honor: Good Conduct Medal, Korean Service Ribbon, 3 stars, United Nations Service Medal, and also the National Defense Service Medal, the Navy Occupation Service. Herman signed up as a volunteer fireman in 1955 and is now a lifetime member of Niagara Hose Fire Company number 3 in the city of Tonawanda. From a firefighter to first aid calls, he affected so many lives and touched so many people in the city of Tonawanda. We want to thank you, Mr. Sparks, for your honorable service. We also want to welcome you home.
Thank you.
And your dedication to the city of Tonawanda community. What we'd like to do right now is present you with this. We'll meet you right up here, sir. Come on, Jen. We can come down to you if you'd like.
Okay.
I figured that. This is the same thing that I asked, Absolutely. I don't think that's. Again, I thank you for your service, sir. Yes, George. Good, yeah. Family, come on up, You can stand behind her, choose right.
No, you too, everybody, everybody.
Go to that, sir. Go to that.
Say that. One, two, three. Sailor.
Thank you, family.
Thank you very much. Okay. Just wait a few minutes for the. Okay. All right. All right, let's now switch gears. Mr. Chief Strasburg, can you please come on up?
Come on, Bill.
Come on, Chief.
You're still chief.
So I'm going to pause our regular proceedings for a moment. I know we have Judge Saltarelli in the house, and I know Judge Saltarelli would like to come up and say a few words. Judge?
I'm gonna stand over here.
Okay.
I want to stand next to him. You might hit me. This is what I'm used to.
Yeah, just move it wherever.
All right. I want to thank the council for inviting me to say a few words about my friend Bill. 10 years ago, but before I start, I want to point out that we have several members of Bill's family here this evening. We'd like to welcome his parents, Bill and Kathy Strasburg are here. And we have his sisters. Jill is here with, we have Adam and Patrick with her. And then Roberta and Tom and Amanda, Dylan's here. Of course, Bill's family's here.
And for the record, I don't mean to interrupt you, Judge, but I believe that was a surprise. You know,
Yes.
to the family, yeah.
I knew it was a surprise, but I'm surprised I didn't tell, as my wife would say. 10 years ago, Mayor Pelosi was looking for a police chief. We had a conversation, and at the time, the police department was in a little dubious situation, and we talked and we said, you know, Bill would be the best guy to come in and open things up, calm things down, and bring the police department back into the community. And he's done that over the last 10 years. And Bill is a very approachable person. He opened the doors. You could go in there, have a conversation. And when you were planning events, carrying out parades, doing community projects, Bill was always the one that could see what the rest of us couldn't see. When there were safety issues, safety concerns, which none of us were too concerned about because we were more interested in making sure the event happened. And he did that, pointed things out. And during this time period, we had successful events, successful Canal Fest, gateway events, everything was successful. The other thing that Bill did was we had various incidents that occurred during the course of his tenure, which included the poor woman that was burned at Tim Hortons, the incident with Dave Wolanich and police officer shootings. And during this entire time period and these type of incidents, Bill was always available 24/7, no matter where he was. He could be in Canada, he could be at home, but when he was there to lead, to direct, and to make sure that everything happened as it should. And that's one of the great things that Tonawanda is going to miss when Bill's gone. And I'm sure nothing against acting Chief Klantz is probably gonna be just as well trained and will be in good hands, but Bill did it during the 10 years. One of the things that we're certainly concerned about, though, is what's Bill gonna do after he leaves here? Well, my nephew Kyle, who couldn't be here tonight because he took a job at BCU, used to cut my lawn, set up for concerts, and take back my bottles. Bill has graciously accepted to take that position. We negotiated a pay increase, and he wants a separate table at the Gateway Harbor concerts. So for sure that we can work that out. The one thing that I will not miss when Bill leaves is I have hired a dumpster. And we will be throwing out all of the cowboy crap in his office and having a tremendous bonfire. But in all seriousness, we are going to miss Bill. It'll be tough to replace, and we wish him the best of luck. I'm sure you'll get many congratulatory messages during the next 2 weeks. So best of luck, Bill. Wish you all the best.
Just to let everyone know for the record, his grass is artificial turf. That's the law. About a second to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chief, now it's our turn from the council. Chief Strasburg, in recognition of his 33 years of dedication to the City of Tonawanda Police Department and the safety and well-being of the citizens of the City of Tonawanda. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Basically, Bill went from a badge number 60 as an officer. He went to badge number 111. He was promoted to detective and then lieutenant, badge number 221. And then on June 2010, he was promoted to captain. And again, that's when Mr. Pelosi, then on August 6th, 2013, said, you know what, you're going to be the chief. And you did the chief so well for 10 years, dedicated a police chief of the City of Tonawanda. Your professionalism, your passion of the service, dedication to the administration, to its staff, and professionalism to the job is and a heck of a lot of Diet Pepsi in your inside your. Did you leave any for me at all, Bill? No. Okay. I tried. You know, Bill said something. He had I brought it with me. Chitra, you had a conversation in the paper with Chief Strasburg, and I just want to. Bill always jokes, and one of the things he said was, "The city doesn't owe me a thing. I owe the city everything." And to me, that's a person who's dedicated to his job. Okay, that tells me that he was dedicated to the city, and the city owes me nothing. I owe the city everything. So with that, I want to say congratulations, Bill. We've got something for you before vote. Thank you for your service, Bill. Let's pull this out. Sorry. This is from. Let's look at that. We're up here. He's still talking.
Chief, stay up here because I just want to invite the public up. If anyone from the public wants to say a few words, I want to. So come on up to the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, come on up. Yeah, of course, come on up. No, stand right here.
Oh, no, you gotta stand right there and take it.
Yes, Miss Judy.
I had the honor of working with Chief Strasburg for 5 years. And I can tell you firsthand that he treated everyone professionally and with respect. And he gave so much to not only the city of Tonawanda, but the community. And Chief, I wish you all the best in your retirement. It's well deserved. And just all. Well,
Oh, boy.
It's gonna be good. I remember Bill as a high school kid, okay? We hung around with my nephews and ever since then we've become more and more kind of friends. And he's done well. He's done well for this community. And I appreciate him still being my friend, even though I'm the most unfiltered person in the world. But he settled me down at times. Okay, but the city is not knocking Bobby. I know Bobby since he's been a baby. Bobby's a Gasconian, but Bill has grown into this job. He has made the bar so high. It's gonna be tough for any other chief to try to match that. And I think just about every one of his men can say the same thing. Hi, buddy.
We're not even granted, but I have to say something about Bill.
I'm very fortunate, lived in the community for many years, watch these young people grow up, go through school, have their good times and so forth. Bill was one of them. In fact, I watched his mother and father go through school. So he comes from good stock. And no, seriously, Bill has really, in all the capacity I saw him in school, he was always a leader, whether it be in sports, in academics, and in the cafeteria to keep the kids quiet. He was always a reliable, concerned person about the integrity of whatever program he was in. His sports activities were super at high school, but most importantly, he was a very honest, responsible, caring individual. And those are the 3 traits that I saw him as a young kid, and he's demonstrated all those and all the capacity he's been in the police department. So on behalf of myself, welcome to the retirement world.
Anyone else? Chief, go ahead.
I got off easy.
You did.
I wasn't expecting this. I'll try to get through this. First, that's my thing. I would say, I met it. The city doesn't know. I was. Thank you.
Great.
Okay. Okay. We'll resume our normal proceedings. Communications from the mayor have been ordered and filed. Communications from city officials and correspondents have also been ordered and filed. We'll now take comments by the public on the resolutions. For those that are joining us in person, please approach the microphone. For those that are joining us virtually, there is a spot for you to raise your hand. Mr. Clerk, any resident wishing to address the council on the resolutions?
Madam President, at this time, I do not show anyone in the Zoom call looking to make any comments on the resolutions.
Okay, let's proceed.
Resolution number 1 by Councilmember Lulanich.
Do we have a second?
I'll take it, Madam President.
Second by Mr. Mylum.
Resolved that the common council minutes from June 6, 2023 be accepted as filed.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook,
I declare the resolution adopted.
resolution number 2 by Councilmember Mylum.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Nocera.
Resolved that the bills be allowed as audited.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 3 by the council, seconded by the council. Resolved that the recommendation of the city engineer, Jason J. Lamonaco, P.E., that award of the fire headquarters roof replacement construction be made to Action Roofing, Inc. at a cost not to exceed $265,950. Funding fiscal impact, $265,950 from the 2023 capital budget.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Lulanich,
Aye.
Nocera,
Aye.
Rautenstrau,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted. At this time, we'll now take comments by the public following the resolutions. For those that are joining us in person, please approach the microphone. For those that are joining us virtually, there is a spot for you to raise your hand. Mr. Clerk, any resident wishing to address the council virtually?
Madam President, at this time, I do not show anyone on the Zoom call looking to make any comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Rautenstrau.
Thank you, Madam President. Obviously, since I get to be first, I want to be the first one to say congratulations. And thank you for your service to Mr. Herman Sparks. So like I said, it's always a great ceremony on our veterans, and it's great to hear about them in our community. Secondly, I'd like to make a point of saying congratulations to Chief Strasburg. A lot of the fanfare here was already, but it's been an honor getting to know him since I've been on the council. I pride myself in the fact that I didn't know a lot of our police before I got on the council because, I haven't been in any trouble. But it's been an honor getting to know the chief. He's been a professional police chief, kind and welcoming. He's always opened his door to me when I've had questions, and he's just been an all around good guy. So congratulations, and I wish you a great retirement. And finally, I just want to make mention of a thanks to Senator Sean Ryan, our county legislator, our Assemblyman Bill Conrad. There's a press conference this week. We've passed a couple of resolutions in regards to the scenic overlook over on behind Niagara Shore along our canalway. It's a great investment in our community. I thank them for bringing in the additional funds to help make this happen, to make it a great step on our walkway, and to help fix the problem. A lot of my neighbors in the third ward in Niagara Shore are very happy to see that happening, as am I, to see progress being made on things that we've talked about and push forward with the LWRP. I think that's all I have to say today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rautenstrau. Mr. Mylum.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to say thank you again to Mr. Sparks for his service. It's really I think it's really fascinating to listen to the history of our residents. And without this program, we would never learn just how amazing some of these folks are that are our neighbors. So I'd like to thank him and his family for his service. I'd also like to wish Chief Strasburg very long, very healthy retirement. It has been 100% my pleasure to be the police liaison with him since for the last 6 years or so. He's a man of integrity and honesty, and it was 100% my pleasure to work with him. So wish him a very long and healthy retirement. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Mylum. Mrs. Alanich.
Just ditto my colleagues to thank two outstanding citizens for their service in all of the different capacities. So thank you, Mr. Sparks and Chief Strasburg.
Thank you, Mrs. Alanich. Mr. Nocera.
Just to echo my colleagues on Chief Strasburg and Mr. Sparks, Veteran of the Month, two well-deserved allocates for them. And I wish also Mr. Strasburg a long, healthy retirement. Also want to thank our fire chief. He left.
Nope, he's here.
There. Thanks again for a fantastic Fireman's Parade Day and inspection on Saturday. Everything went well. It was attended very well along some of the parade route, but next year we know if we're going to be doing that similar event again, that it will be a lot better attended by the public with a little more publicity and some forethought and how to get that public out there for that. We dedicated our new fire truck. If you haven't seen it, it's exceptional. It's a beautiful piece of equipment, and it's a critical piece of life safety equipment that I know Tom Newman and many other people worked on to get that ahead of time. Previous council had voted to push that forward a year, and I want to thank them because they pushed that forward again. So thanks to those folks who moved that up a year as far as purchasing that critical piece of equipment. Food Truck Thursday last week was a great time. Maybe I ate too much fried food at that event, but I got through it. And the fishing derby on Saturday was fun. Mayor told me there was close to 200 participants, and there were some pretty sizable catches that were made that morning. And also the City of Tonawanda Neighbors United had a pop-up playground, and that was pretty fun too for all the kids out there. So thanks to them for setting that up.
Thank you, Mr. Nocera. Mayor?
Again, thank you, Herman Sparks, for your service. Chief Strasburg, what can you say? I didn't get to work with him long, but it was honorable working with him. I liked it, I loved it. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in his retirement, sitting with him maybe in one of those Adirondack chairs that he has next to his house. A couple other things is, as Sean said, I wanted to thank Sean Ryan and also Assemblyman Bill Conrad for their help. At this point, it's going to look so nice right at the swing bridge. It's actually going to be a point that comes out with a nice composite wood looking over the point there. We're losing erosion to our shoreline. It's almost to the bike path. It's going to help correct two problems at once. So it's kind of cool. We're looking forward to it. And we thank them for actually caring about the city of Tonawanda. We're a small city. They have them come in. It's huge to even think about the city. So compared to 100,000, 90,000 people in the town of Tonawanda, they get a lot of nice things. But you know what? To us, we'll take those little things that are given. So thank you to them. Fishing derby was fun. The largest catch was a 19-inch bass from a small girl with a small Mickey Mouse type pole. And it was kind of cool that she won that. And another girl took second place with about an 18-inch bass. So the two girls kicked butt, and it was really cool to see. The Fireman's Parade was different. I was riding into Pumper for the first time. And I don't know, but you got to be like a rock climber to get up there. I just can't imagine wearing full equipment how it would be to get up in that Pumper. But it was pretty amazing. A lot of people were lined up along Fletcher Street. I thought it was a neat event. And all I can say is North Tonawanda, you missed out on something really fun. And I think the residents enjoyed it very much. And I could tell by them lined up along the Fletcher Street and Hines Street that they did enjoy it. And like Carl said, Thursday night is food truck. This Saturday is our first Saturday night concert. down at the Canal Street. Come on down, bring a chair, enjoy it. And then we also have our first Tuesday night acoustic concert down on Canal Street. And Southern Tier Production puts it on for us. Come bring a chair, just enjoy the tunes. Just get some food down there. It'll be a nice day. And the 4th of July is gonna be down at the river this year with the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Band at the band shelter. So it's gonna be kind of neat. Enjoy the music, turn around and watch the fireworks. So we did a practice shoot and all the police and fire went down there and everybody said, oh my God, look at all the activity down there. And I said, well, I put it on Facebook that somebody threw the mayor in the river. And everybody laughed and because of so much activity down there. But anyways, I think it'll be a fun event. Come on down, enjoy yourself, and let's enjoy a 4th of July together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Last July, I believe it was, Mayor White, Administrative Assistant Sharon Stewart, and I met with Reverend Blue, who's the president of the NAACP. And we met to talk about what the city could do to honor Juneteenth. And I want to thank the Administrative Assistant Sharon Stewart, Mayor White, and everyone who helped organize the event that was held last week here. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but I had heard that it was a beautiful and excellent ceremony. And I know we're going to continue to grow. I know the mayor is talking about music and food for next year's event, but I'd like to thank everybody for helping bring this to fruition. Well, Councilman Milam was at the Taylor Swift concert. We were at the Fireman's Day Parade. And I really want to give a special thanks to Tim Newman. He helped lead a very beautiful prayer service in honor of Councilman Tom Newman. And I know Councilman Roundstrown, Councilman Milam, who were on the council at the time, when Councilman Newman had asked the council to really push up this apparatus a year. And I remember he brought parts of the fire truck to a council meeting. And I didn't know what it was. And he just sat it on the table and it was rusted out. And he goes, you know, guys, we really have to move this along. And he was such an advocate and a pioneer. And I know how hard that was, Tim, for you to say those words, but I know he's so proud and looking down on us all. So thank you to the council, as Councilman Nocera said, because if it wasn't for us, we'd have to wait another year to make that apparatus come home. So thank you, Tim, for doing that. And thank you, Chief, for the great parade. And the weather was beautiful. So thanks all. I want to recognize my mom this evening. So the council's meeting, but also the school board's meeting. And today is her last day as a school board trustee. Chief started this, okay? And my mom just gave her heart and soul into the board and missed so many baseball games and events for the family. And, you know, it's as we have all made sacrifices too, but I just want to thank her for her service to the district as well as the city. And now she can finally retire and enjoy retirement. And I said, go on vacation, do something fun. But I just want to thank her for all she did for the district and the community. She fought very hard for the new Fletcher Elementary School. And I know everyone's proud of that. But thanks, Mom. I love you. And I'm very proud of you. Whew. I know my colleagues have given kudos as well, and rightfully so, to Chief Strasburg and Mr. Sparks. I'll never forget this. 10 years ago, I was campaigning and Chief Strasburg was driving down Niagara Street, and my dad was with me. And my dad had coached Chief Strasburg in Little League. And he was just so excited, and he was just being named chief. And you know, I embraced him, and it has just been such an honor to work alongside of him. I have learned so much from Chief Strasburg. And I appreciate his service and his contributions to the city. And likewise to Mr. Sparks. I'm proud to call them both family friends. And Mr. Sparks, his contributions to our city and all he does. If, for those that are joining us virtually, you couldn't see how packed the courtroom was. But on one side, we had the Strasburg family, and on the other side, we had the Sparks family. Now, there's about a dozen of you sitting here listening to me ramble on, but it just shows how important and influential these two individuals were in our community, that we had a packed courtroom just to honor and recognize them. So thank you both for your service. And with that, I just want to say that the council and mayor are going to meet up at Joey's with the Strasburg family, and the city is invited as well. So please come and join us and just celebrate Chief Strasburg. With that said, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Nocero. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming. I got you.
Thank everyone for joining the Zoom call.
July 11th.
We'll be ending the call at this time.
Good for here.
The next meeting will be due to July 4th being Independence Day. The next meeting will be on July 11th.
Oh,
So the meetings for July are July 11th and July 25th because of Canal Fest.
yeah. We're starting at 7 o'clock with the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. Your convention, and then we'll let the council.